Now, the reason I have so many water bottles, I hardly ever use water bottles, but recently we had this like notice, it's been maybe going on 2 weeks now, that we have to boil our water in like these surrounding neighborhoods. So, and our water filter to our fridge comes from that water. Like we all use that same type of water for everything. So, unfortunately, sorry Earth, we are having to use water bottles more. Look what we got today. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Can you tell I'm like super excited? If you watch my latest video, you'll see how big of a deal this was to make the decision of purchasing the GoPro Hero 9. Now, there's a bunch of unboxings, so I think the first thing I'm going to unbox is maybe the bike mount and floaty. It's kind of like a 2-in-1, I guess, because you don't have to use the floaty if you don't want to. Oh. Whoa, this thing is huge. I mean, I knew that the GoPro Hero 9 compared to the others, as I've heard, is bigger, but this thing is like, look at that. It's like the size of both of my hands. All right, cool. Here's the actual mount that I'm actually really excited for. The bite mount for some pretty good like first person view. This should be interesting. I don't have that accessory. Now, also because I wanted to be able to be rough with this thing, right? That's the whole purpose. Again, if you haven't seen the last video of me like trying to make the decision about this. Wait, this is okay, good. I feel that GoPro, why'd they have so much packaging for such a little item? Now, I think one of the biggest, so the biggest reasons I went with GoPro Hero 9 versus a Insta360 ONE was mainly because I could be more rough with this, and as many people have mentioned, GoPro has been in this action camera industry for obviously 9 generations, 9 versions of the GoPro. So as many other content creators out there who have been reviewing this, who have been fans of GoPro since the first one, they bring out a good point. They've been at this game for a lot longer than all the other competitors. And I wanted to go with the best because I was tired of wasting money on things that I just didn't want, didn't like. So I'm hoping that the GoPro Hero 9 is kind of my like action camera for a very long time. This is really nice packaging, by the way. They did a very good job on this. But what we're here for is this. However, I mean, sorry GoPro, but the new GoPro Hero 9 is going to be living in the, of course, Peter McKinnon Nomadic accessory case. So really stoked to organize this with it. Woohoo! All right, we got paperwork. Fun. Look at that. Ooh. Hello. Alright, we got our charging cable here, and I'm sure this also works for data transfer if need be. Got some, got a sticky mount for, I'm guessing for a helmet since this is a little bit curved. So that's cool. We got our battery here, which I heard that from previous versions, this thing is actually bigger. So, very cool. Here is just, I guess, another standard mount thing that can go into this thing. Finally. Oh, whoa. All right, they weren't joking. This thing is a lot bigger than I thought. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I don't think I'll keep that. It's a nice case. Thanks, GoPro. I still have an extra. Well, I'm going to be using my micro SD because this is a 128 gigabyte micro SD that I had in the Insta360 One X. So this is the one that I'm going to be using for the GoPro Hero 9 backup micro SD just in case. Bloop. We'll live in there. Awesome. Okay, so do I start taking off the plastic stuff? I'm nervous. Now, one thing I actually do want to get, which probably defeats the purpose, but it's also very on brand with me, is find just like a case for it. Just so I don't scuff it around, like the sides and stuff like that. Again, I know this is supposed to be be rough with it, but I don't want to be. I'm definitely the type of person that wants to keep their things looking new, and obviously still be able to use it at its full capacity. So I would like to have, I wonder if there's heck, I wonder if D-Brand makes like a skin for this or something just to protect it just a little bit more. I honestly can't tell, but I think it is like this. Yeah, this makes sense. So do I just squeeze it in here? Wait, how are you supposed to put it on stuff? Wait a minute. This is the bottom. Duh. Okay, you guys, I get it. This was just a joke. I'm just kidding. I know what I'm doing now. That makes a lot more sense. I forgot that you were supposed to be able to mount this to something. I was like, wait a minute. The mouthpiece. Boom. All right, so you get, I mean, even in this floaty, orangey, spongy thing, it's really good. It's like perfect cutouts for everything that you need accessible. Got your power button, and you got your record. You got your front screen and lens perfectly right there. You can see what you're recording on the back, and I'm guessing, oh, and then right here you can attach some sort of lanyard, which is probably a good idea, especially if you're going into the water. That's so cute. Ah. Come on, let's go. Wow. That's sad. I don't work out anymore. Ugh. GoPro Hero 9. Just finished watching the clips that I got a little while ago. Already showered. Already in my pajamas. It's just about to be 6 p.m. It's Friday night. Call of Duty also, the beta thing, is already downloaded on the PS4. Hoping to play a little bit, even though I'm sure I'm gonna be terrible at it. Wow, those clips that I got from this GoPro, the ones that we just saw, no editing. I think the only thing I did was with the slow motion that was shot at 240 frames per second, that I did slice it down to 25%. Other than that, as far as like the color grading, nothing. And I didn't touch any settings on the GoPro. I pretty much just straightforward from the menu that you could choose. I played around with the activity setting, standard, and slow motion. There's also a cinematic, which I didn't really play around with because I didn't feel like the environment that I was in could have really taken advantage of that setting. So that's something that I look forward to doing in the future. But mainly the biggest things that I know I wanted to test out and find out right away was like the activity and the standard setting and the slow motion. I think slow motion would be cool for maybe like water shots or like maybe you're recording a really cool action. Obviously, the only thing I was doing today was just ride my bike up and down the driveway. That's my workout every day. This is my 5th day of riding the bike, so that's a pretty big accomplishment. I, like a dum-dum, completely forgot that I had this plastic thing still on the lens. It looked great. I really would like to get a screen protector for all of the screens. You can see I still have the back screen and the front screen little like protective thing that it comes with. I had completely forgotten that I had it still on the lens for like the first couple of shots that I recorded. Still looks great. So I think having a screen protector over that shouldn't really affect the quality of the image that you're getting out of it. I mean, again, this is like super just cheap factory plastic, and it didn't really hinder the quality that you could get out of this thing. I love it. I mean, when I go out and do stuff with this, I don't really think I need to do a lot of editing, which is what I wanted at the end of the day. I didn't want to spend more time having to edit. Now, I'm sure, of course, if I wanted to make it look better or maybe use the cinematic settings, play around with that depending on what I'm trying to shoot. I'm really excited to this is something I can just take with me everywhere, record, let's go. I know I'm going to get really easy footage to work with. Now, all of those clips in total, maybe I was outside for 25 minutes. I don't think it was half an hour, but it could be. It did use up quite a lot of memory. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was 10 gigabytes worth of footage. I did think it was quite a lot of gigabytes for just the short clips that I took, and it wasn't a lot. So that might be something to think about. Again, I'm glad that I still had the 128 gigabyte memory card. So if you do get this right now, they do send you, again, as I mentioned earlier, you will get a 32 gigabyte SD card, micro SD card for free. I don't know if you'll just upgrade the card. You'll thank me later. But that's my quick initial review of the GoPro Hero 9. This is amazing. This makes me want to go ride my bike more, which is great. I need to work out more. If you guys have any questions about this, I do look forward to using this more and more. I already have some plans for it as far as other projects that I can use this for. So comment down below if you have any questions about this or what kind of stuff that you would like to know about the GoPro Hero 9 or anything else on this channel. Like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you get notified when hit the bell so you get notified when I post new videos on the channel. See you guys later. Oh God, my legs are broken.